Hi again, everybody. This video is sponsored by contribution from Happy Fan, and here's her story. Hi, Ollie. After watching your videos for the past couple months, I have become hyper aware of people who show narcissistic behavior. I was already a sad student of the disorder, as you know from previous stories I sent, but now I am noticing it everywhere, and I'd like to know how you would handle the situation I'm in right now. A little backstory for context. I met a guy a couple of years ago and we started to date, not very seriously for about a year. Let's call him AJ. About 4 months into the relationship, we began working on a writing project together and mixing working with going out to dinner and hanging out. After almost a year, I could tell he was starting to act distant towards me and pushing me away romantically, and we had a falling out. We decided to keep working on the project despite the romantic part of our relationship ending. I have had dates with a few different guys here and there, but no serious relationships yet. About a month after we were strictly meeting to work on the project, he started seeing a much younger girl who lived in the neighborhood. She's in her mid-30s, he's 50. She lives 3 doors down from him and has no job, doesn't go to school, lives in her mother's double for free, and is taking Klonopin and some other meds for anxiety and depression. My friend AJ told me she had a short shelf life and she was really a basket case. Why he'd find that attractive, who knows? She's close by, she likes to party, and she's 17 years younger than he is. Because guys like younger chicks. And also there's guys who like to put on the cape and play Captain Saberho. They like the chaos too. See, the significant other's chaos masks their own narcissism. It's just the way it goes. And I'm sorry the jersey's coming back out of me again. I've had a few dates with a few different guys here and there, but no serious relationships then. Oh, enter. AJ is not a narcissist, but he likes to get drunk. He has some passive aggressive tendencies that I've learned to deal with. This project was very important to me, especially since I had spent so much time on it. I simply set a boundary about this girl blowing up his phone when we were working at his house. It got so bad I moved the venue to my house for a few months. We eventually finished the project and sent it out to some other experts for their review. When we got the reviews back, we had to do a rewrite. Meanwhile, AJ broke it off with the girlfriend, but she must have gotten the memo. Like other histrionics and cluster B people, the minute they think you're abandoning them, they go nuts. Yeah, that's histrionics. We started to rewrite a month ago at his house, meeting once or twice a week in the evening. The first time I was there, the ex-girlfriend came over at about 10 p.m. after texting and blowing up AJ's phone, and he ignored her calls. He shut off his phone. She came knocking at the door and entered totally wasted either on booze, meds, or whatever. She was wearing a crop top with nothing on underneath. She has tattoos all over her back and she insisted on taking AJ's dog for a walk. She leaned down to put the leash on the dog and showed us both her breasts. I didn't really need to see that. When she left, I looked at AJ in a sort of joking way. You replaced me with that? We could not be more opposite. Besides the fact I'm almost 20 years older than she, I have a great job, great education, and I treat people with courtesy and consideration, and I never act like that. The next week I showed up and AJ wasn't home. I waited on the front porch for a few minutes. He drove up and the crazy girl got out of his car, ran past me yelling, sorry. She had called him a half hour before I had got there for a ride home from the beach. Next week she came over again when the power went out all over the neighborhood during a thunderstorm. We were working by candlelight, but it got so unbearably hot, I decided to go home. She came over asking if he had power. She knew he didn't. I left, not saying anything to her. This past week, she started blowing up his phone again when I was there, and he called her to say he was working and would talk to her later. She didn't take that answer and continued to text and call. He shut off his phone. We almost finished the scene we were doing. We were writing a screenplay, and she came over and knocked on the door. He was annoyed this time. She came in asking about the dog's flea treatment and insisting she comb him. She has a dog walk. She has a dog walking and dog sitting service out of her house and complained about AJ's dogs having fleas and how that affected her dog and other dogs. They probably all have fleas. Anyway, she started combing the dog in the dining room where we usually have dinner on the nights we write. I just watched her and said nothing. She insisted on taking the dog home with her. That made no sense. And as she left, she said to AJ, "You don't take care of him, so I have to." He didn't seem the least bit fazed by that, but it made me mad. I told him, "You trained her to do this, but I have boundaries and I would like not to be disturbed for a few hours. I have to be here every week." I pointed out how she acted like a histrionic narcissist, and he asked me what that was. I explained how she has to have her way no matter what, even if it wasn't what you wanted or was unreasonable. We talked about other behaviors of narcissists, and he said that sounded just like her. I told him they never change, and that the only thing he could change is how he stands up for himself with her. I told him to cut all contact with people like that. I had to tell him if she does that again, we will have to work from my house from now on. We're almost finished with this project, and AJ wants to work on another one. How should I handle this girl from now on, Ollie? Should I pretend it doesn't bother me? I hate all that drama, and I avoid it like the plague. I blame him as well, but I don't want to start a war over it. I welcome your thoughts, and you seem to see things I can't because I'm too close to it. Thanks, as always, Happy Fan. He's orchestrating all of this. She's coming over when you're there because she's jealous of you. He's allowing it because it's kind of keeping her jealous, okay, and he's getting her work done. He likes it. He might say he don't like it. He likes it. This is all to make her jealous and you jealous to a certain extent. It's to let you know that he has other options, as shitty as they are in her mom's double wide. The thing with the fleas, your dog, that's just guilting him into him not fighting her on her bullshit. That's it. That's all it is. As long as you're working in that house, she's going to continue to find a reason to come over there. Because I'm going to tell you this, he's not breaking up with her. You will sit there for hours talking to him until you're blue in the face and you think he understands, and then he goes right back to her the next day. You are going to waste your time talking about it with her, and he's going to gain some kind of supply from it. Now, you say he's not a narcissist. I don't know if he is or not, but he's definitely some sort of enabler. And I think he's definitely getting some kind of supply over this chick chasing him around in front of you. So if you're going to do another project with him, you have to be clear. We're going to work from my house, and I don't want to hear hide or hair from her. I don't want your cell phone going off. I don't want the frantic calls. I don't want to hear it. Because there's always going to be an excuse why she has to come over, why she needs you when I'm here and we're trying to work and make money. He is orchestrating it. She's a willing participant because she's drunk and high all the time, but whatever. If he wants to work again, why does he want to work again? Okay, I'm sure he wants to make money. I'm sure he wants to work on the project. But why not kill two birds with one stone? Why not make some money and get a little narcissistic supply in as well? He probably likes watching her get jealous. He likes it. He likes her chasing after him. He likes it. He acts like he doesn't like it. He likes it. He likes shutting his phone off when she calls because he knows it's going to make her nuts. He's using you to make her jealous. Or maybe at one point he was trying to use her to make you jealous, but I don't think that worked. So now it's the best of what he's got to take what he can get. You got to be very clear with him. No more with this girl. I don't want to hear her. I don't want to know from her. And if you do end up working with him again at your house and that phone goes off, he got to go. Project is over. Because it's going to be, oh, well, I just got this one thing, and it's always just this one thing. this one thing and it's just because of this and at this time that, and no, no, because he will keep doing this to you over and over and over again. Now, you want him to really, if you should be away from her, obviously. The only way that's going to happen is if you stop enabling him, enabling her to chase after him. Yep. He's using you. And he's making money, you're working on a project, but this is all for himself. And you may not want to see it, but that's exactly what's happening. So thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who's watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, or a narcissist you'd like to expose, you know what to do with the PayPal link, which supports the channel, and my email link to send your story to in the description box. And remember, when you do send me your story, please put at the top of the email, whether it's with or without contribution, and what name you'd like to go by. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon. Bye.